Hello everybody, welcome to another video today. After about a month of using this Samsung Galaxy Nexus, I'm finally going to do my full-blown review on it. So the first thing I want to go on to is design. This thing looks absolutely stunning. It's got a 4.65-inch HD Super AMOLED display with a pixel density of 316 ppi. That means it's got a 1280 by 720 display, and it's just absolutely beautiful, guys. Compared to the iPhone 4S Retina display, the contrast difference is absolutely immense. The colours, the reds and the greens and the blues, totally pop on this. It's a beautiful discrete screen, and it's just great for watching movies on it, pictures, playing games, anything. It's really nice. So, in terms of ports, on the top you have nothing. On the side you have the volume rocker, which coming from an iPhone, which is of course an inch smaller than this and a lot smaller dimension-wise, I found this in a very weird position. But after time, it just grows on you, grows on you, grows on you, until you're holding it like that, and it's just perfect placement for your index finger and your middle finger. It's really nice placement. Doesn't look it and doesn't feel it when you originally get the phone, but it looks it's a really nice placement. On the bottom there you have your micro USB, I believe. You can see one microphone there, as well as your 3.5-inch headphone jack. And then coming onto this side, you've got your Pogo dock connector, something Samsung hyped up about a little bit, and it didn't really materialize into anything. I believe there are docks out there for it, but not here in the UK at least. And there's your lock switch, and you can sort of gauge the sort of design they've gone for there as well. It's sort of like well, it's curved glass, which is really sweet, and it's got like this sort of hump at the back by there, and then it tapers down, going further up the device. So on the specs, I did mention this thing had a 4.65-inch HD Super AMOLED display. It also packs 1.2 GHz dual-core TIO map processor, which is an absolute screen. Brightness is too high there. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, you could just see though how bright the screen was. I mean, the camera didn't like it, but full brightness drains the battery like crap, and I'll go on to battery life later on. But yeah, the screen is beautiful. But yeah, it's got 1.2 GHz dual-core TIO map processor, which is a really nippy little processor. The GPU is the PowerVR SGX 540, clock speed of 307 MHz. It's not a powerful GPU by any means, but it does run GTA 3, GTA Vice City, which are probably the most taxing games I've put onto it, and it does run them on about medium settings. It's got a gigabyte of RAM, 16 gigs of storage, which is one thing this has over the Nexus 7, like cost to value sort of ratio. It's running 4.2.1 Jelly Bean, which is the latest. It still gets the latest updates, which is really nice. Battery, it's got a 750 milliamp battery that does not last a huge amount of time. It'll get you through the day. Light sort of, I mean, example of what I use it for, maybe 10-15 minutes of phone calls, half an hour of texting, 2 or 3 hours of playing music, maybe the odd game of Subway Surfers here and there, and it does survive that with about 20-30% battery left. So it's good enough for a day, but is not super amazing if you want your brightness turned up, because I've looked into the settings and it is the screen that uses up all of this battery life. Other specs include a 5 megapixel rear facing camera, which shoots 1080p video. It's a decent camera. This has got a lot of slack. People really have said that it does not take pictures very well, but I've taken a fair few photos of this, and it really does shoot decent photos, and the video is just outstanding. Haven't really tested out the front facing camera, to be honest with you, but that's a 1.3 megapixel camera, and it shoots 720p video. So now I've got all of the geeky specs out of the way, I'd just like to show you how this thing performs. It's really hard to gauge and get an idea of how quick this thing really is. But navigating the menus in Jelly Bean is just unbelievable. The camera will never ever justify how smooth that is. There is not a single drop frame, I promise you. That's a full 60 frames per second. I've never ever, while navigating the menus, had a single smidget of lag ever. It's unbelievably smooth. Everything is just absolutely buttery smooth. That's thanks to Project Butter and Jelly Bean, of course, but this thing, just using it in general, is such an absolute joy to use. So, let's test something a little bit more intense, like GTA. If we turn it up, I've got it on high settings at the moment, like ultra high settings. It's still playable like that, by the way. It does lag though when you turn in a corner and you've got the whole map in front of you. I do tend to play it draw distance about 60, visual effects medium, and it runs absolutely superbly, as you can see. No problem whatsoever. And from my experience, I guess you can't run those barriers over, but from my experience, GTA tends to be the most taxing game you can currently play on a mobile device. But as you can see, this is on medium settings. It's handling absolutely brilliantly, absolutely superb. And of course, anything below that, it'll run too. Multitasking, of course, standard on all Android devices. You've got it down there, and it pops up there, and you've got all of your apps open. You just swipe like that. It's a really nice way to multitask, much more intuitive than on iOS. So overall, this phone is incredible. I love its absolute bits. Would I go back to iOS? As it is at the moment, in the state it is at the moment, as of iOS 6, not a chance. Android is so buttery smooth, and even on this now 1-year-old phone, it's just absolutely sublime. It runs everything brilliantly. Everything that I've thrown in it runs absolutely superbly. Navigating the menus, multitasking, everything, it does absolutely brilliantly. Just in case you're wondering as well, I've got Nova Launcher Prime installed. My personal preference, really. I mean, you can hide apps that you don't use in your app drawer and just stuff like that. Simple, very stockish, but it just looks really nice and really clean, and it's super quick as well. But yeah, this is a fantastic phone for what they're going for on eBay now. I've never paid £200 on a phone before, especially one that's second-hand, but I do not regret it at all. It's an absolutely fantastic phone, and I'd probably get this if I was given the option of a Nexus 4 8GB and a Galaxy Nexus 16GB. I'd definitely go for this, because the storage you get, 16GB, is so much more than 8GB. 8GB just is not enough these days, especially if you're going to be playing games like GTA 3, Vice City, or have even like a half-large sort of music library. So this is a quick little review on the Samsung Galaxy Nexus. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.